created it, cross objects, right? So that's good. Now let's proceed forward. Today we will complete this data management. We have seen the data export, right? Now I'll go one by one, right? We have seen the data export. If you remember that the export is available for 48 hours, right? So you say that we did it on 9/11, right? 11th, 12, 13, 14. Still this data is available. It has not yet deleted, even though 24 plus 24, 48 hours is passed, right? So even though it says 48 hours, see, we schedule on this on 11th. Today is what? 14th. 11 to 12, 12 to 13, 13 to 14. Almost, I believe in US also 48 hours is over, right? So hence, right, even though it says 48 hours, it's still there. It will be there for, let's say that one more day, right? 72 hours, and then it will be deleted, right? Next, data integration metrics. We have no integration done, so hence this will not work. By default, they are giving it to data.com, right? What is a data.com? It is a business yellow page, right? The way you see Tata yellow pages, Just Dial, Sulekha, you just call them and you ask them anything and they'll give you the business contacts. Same thing, all the business related contacts are stored in data.com. From here, you can sync. For example, you create a lead called as HDFC Bank. Immediately system will go and check in the data.com HDFC Bank. If it matches, it will give you the choice. You choose the choice, automatically the phone number, fax number from there will be copied in your account. Data.com, business yellow page, which is a paid service. Currently, we don't have an integration. So this two called integration rule and integration matrix will not work because we don't have any rule set up. There is no new, you can't create a rule from here. This has to be created through programming, right? Then we have seen the duplicate management, right? In the last class, we have created the duplicate rule and matching rule, right? Duplicate error logs, right? You can start right here while running the duplicate. If any error happens, it will be logged here, all the error logs. While it's not that to find it while finding a duplicate, no, not while finding the duplicate. It's not while finding the duplicate. It is while the rule runs and there is an error happens. Then this error will be populated. On which rule, under which duplicate rule, under which matching criteria, what was the error message by the system? It will be displayed here, right? So any type of rule errors will be displayed here, right? Next, what is this? ISV hammer output, right? Now this is an on and off. There's something called hammer test, something called as load test, right? Load test, independent software vendor. There's a third party software called as hammer test. You can see that. You can place your mouse, right? This is right. These are for testing the data loads. Currently these are on. We don't use them in the real time, right? There is a hammer testing available, which is a third party tool, which is a paid tool again, where you can test your data uploads, downloads, whether how much time it's taking and everything. So there is a tool available called hammer. By default it's enabled. You can turn it off, doesn't make a difference for it. It's an on and off button, that's it. It's a hammer test. Next, mass delete of a record. That's what we are going to see today. Whenever you want to delete a record, we use Dataloader, where we need an ID. We use dataloader.io. There also we need an ID. We use, right, Workbench. There also we need an ID, right? We use now the delete wizard here. Delete will be supported in accounts, leads, activity, contact, cases, solution, product, and report. These are the 7 objects on which deletion is supported. Deletion is supported. I want to delete contact. Yes. I want to delete opportunity. No. From here, you cannot. See, right? I want to delete accounts. Okay. Yes, you can use, right? I want to do a conditional delete. Then you can come and use this tool. Wizard. I click on, I want to delete accounts. Mass delete. So first, take up all your backup. Take your backup. First step, review what will happen when you delete an account. What will happen to its notes? What will happen to its contact that are associated? What will happen to its opportunity that are associated? What will happen to all the activity that are in the particular account? What will happen to them? Think. Because once deleted, this all will be moved to the recycle bin. Contact, right, related, everything will be moved. So just think over it first. Take a backup. Now, second, right? It's strongly the step two. You can see that first is review, understand. Step two, take a backup. Take a backup. Step three, give the condition. I want wherever the billing city contains A. See, A. I click on search with a condition. These many accounts are there. These many accounts are there where the billing city contains A. Where the billing city contains what? A. It has found these many accounts. You can give a condition. You don't need to pull an ID, right? In Dataloader, you have to write a condition in SQL, in export, and then you have to get what? You have to take the ID out. With that ID, you have to once again open Dataloader and delete it. It's a two-step procedure. Download or export the data as per the condition, and then export the IDs as per the condition, and then delete the IDs. Two times you're doing. Here, single time. I give a condition. System immediately finds those record here. Now, right, what will happen? Right? Remember that any account associated with an opportunity will not be deleted unless until you check this box. Delete account that have associated, closed, or one opportunity. Suppose there's an account called Bollywood. On that, there is an opportunity created. Whether it's closed, whether it's still active, if you don't check this box, Bollywood will not be deleted. Optional. Optional. Next, delete account that are associated with opportunity owned by someone else. So account belongs to you, opportunity belongs to Sachin. You created the account. On that, Sachin created an opportunity. If you don't check, those accounts also will not be deleted. Only those accounts will be deleted where the opportunities are also created by you. You are the owner of the opportunity. Then only the system will delete those. If you are the owner of that record, of the account record, and opportunity is been owned by someone else, in that case, this will not, you cannot do that. You cannot delete. You cannot delete, right? These are two optional rules. Mandate rules are that wherever cases are associated, any account with a case, you cannot delete it. So can I bypass this rule? No way. The only way is that first delete the case, then you can delete the account. Delete the case, then delete the account. Delete the case, then delete the account. Account with an activated contract. If there is a contract activated, then also you can't delete it. Any account, for example, Bollywood, we created a contract. Can you delete Bollywood? No, we cannot delete Bollywood, right? If there is a case, open or closed, can you delete Bollywood? No, I cannot. Do I have any checkbox, uncheck box where I can pass it the way you can see that for the opportunity you have? Similarly, do we have it for case? No. Do you have it for contract? No. Wherever there is a partners in the account I showed you, you can add partner. Wherever you have added a partner in your account, those accounts cannot be deleted. Remember this very well. Account with associated case, account with an activated contract. If the contract is cancelled or draft status, you can delete. but only when the contact is activated, right? You cannot delete it. Accounts with partners cannot be deleted. Accounts with partners, account with cases, account with activated contracts cannot be deleted. Other than this, all the other accounts can be deleted. Now you see that? So yes, I check it. Now, do you want to permanently delete? Yes. Check whichever account you want to delete. APJ, Aryabhatta, right? Gold, right? These are what I loaded, if you remember, through a Dataloader or some other tool. I said delete. Delete it. Automatically deleted. So that those are gone. You try to delete a Bollywood, it might not delete. I click on delete Bollywood. Bollywood is still there. I can't delete. How many times you try to delete Bollywood? Delete Bollywood. It'll not, because Bollywood might have an associated case. Bollywood might have an activated contract. If there is an activated contract, then you can't delete this. If it's activated contract, then you can't delete this. Right? You can't. You can't. Right? This is called as mass deletion of records. Mass deletion of records doesn't support opportunity. It supports only lead, activity, contacts, cases. So if you want to delete account with a case, I can delete from here. So I can delete the case first, and then I have to delete the accounts. Clear, everyone? With a mass delete. Next, mass approval transfer. Right? We have not done approval process so far. We don't know what is an approval process. Anywhere in any object, you can put an approval process. For example, lead, before conversion, I want an approval. Contact, before creating a case, I want approval. Before raising an opportunity, I want to trigger an approval process. You can put approval process anywhere. Suppose there's an approval process, let's assume, and the person who is approving, you say that it requires finance department approval. Whenever you are creating an opportunity on an account or a contact, it requires a finance team approval. Let's assume, right? In the finance team, Rupam has to approve, but Rupam is on leave. What will happen? Right? There's no other option. Ticket will be raised. It will come to you as an admin. You are the Salesforce admin. What you can do as an admin, you can find wherever the current approver name contains Rupam. Find and transfer it to whom? Transfer it to Sachin. You can select something like this. Transfer it to Rahul Dravid with a comment. As Rupam on leave, Rahul Dravid will receive all this for approval. He will approve it. Rahul Dravid will go ahead and Rahul Dravid will approve this. Right? Rahul Dravid will approve this. Rahul Dravid will approve this. Right? You can say find. Currently, we will not be able to see any record because there is no approval created. You will check the approval, whichever approval process waiting, you click on transfer. Automatically, it will transfer from Rupam to Rahul's name, where Rahul can approve or reject, so that the business is not stopped. Even though Rupam is not there, he has gone for a sick leave. Right? All his approval getting stuck in the queue. I'm diverting it to someone else for approval. You can do that as an admin. In real time, do you get this? Yes. Every day. Every week, every now and then, this is a common request you will get. Frequent request. Right? A manager will raise, end user will raise, sales team will raise, saying that this opportunity is waiting for approval for last 2 days. The approver is not responding. Looks like approver is on leave. Can you please help? Can you please transfer this to my manager for approval? So like this, you will get a frequent request in real time. You need to come here. You need to find and just click on transfer button. Check those and click on transfer. Check those and click on transfer. Can you recover mass delete? Yes. Somebody has asked this question. If you don't check that button, the fifth one, if you don't check here after the fifth, permanently delete. If you check it, then no, you cannot retrieve. But if you uncheck this, then yes, it will be available in recycle bin. You can restore the record back. Clear? Mass delete, mass approval, right? Now next, mass transfer. Same thing, right? Rupam is a sales rep. He resigned. All his customer has to be transferred to someone else. Rupam was working on a deal, but today suddenly he resigned. The deal shouldn't stop. Somebody else has to take over the deal and should continue the deal. How can you transfer Rupam's record to someone else? Employee got promotion, employee resigned. In such case, or you uploaded the accounts. What you did, you went ahead and uploaded account. Somebody has sent an email to you with an Excel sheet, right? To please upload the lead. You went ahead and you uploaded the lead. On whose name the lead will be visible? Your name, right? Because you uploaded it. Now, right, you can see, but this has to be with that person name who requested it, right? While uploading, you forgot created by, not me. You have to say, right, owner, not created by me, but owner has to be Sachin. Owner has to be Rahul Dravid because Rahul Dravid requested it. Who is uploading? Rupam is uploading. By default, if you don't mention the owner, if you don't mention, right, if you don't mention the owner, if you don't mention created by, automatically the owner will be you, created by will be you. Yes, the created by should be me, but the owner should be Rahul. He should be able to work on this record while uploading the data because he requested it. You forgot. You can come here and you can say that transfer leads from which username to which username. Transfer from Rupam to another user, whom? Rahul Dravid. Rahul Dravid. See, you can give us, you can give here, right? You can give, all these fields are available, right? Create a date. If you remember, today it was created, right? Create a date equals to, you can give the date here, right? 14, something like this. 14 September, 15 September, you can give, and you can click on find. The format is here, you can see that. For the date, please enter the below format. For that, you can give exact time also. See, date and time. For the date, it's month 09 slash, right, 12 slash 2020, like this. Click on find. System will find any lead was created on that date or not. 13, find, right? 11, 11, right? Oh, find, right? 14, created date. Oh, not 11/7. When did we do it? You remember the date? We did it somewhere about last 7th, 8th, if I'm not wrong. 07, find. 08, 8, find. 9, when did you load it? You remember the date? 9, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No,
Let's see.
no. Let me see.
10. On 10th we did it. See, 10th we loaded it. 10th we loaded it. It was loaded by me. All this, you see that? Now all these things, actually it shouldn't be on my name. Who requested it? Rahul requested it. I uploaded it. All went in my name. Now I'm transferring the ownership. Transfer. Perfect. 10 lead transferred. Right? 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 Clear?
Yes.
So by this, you can transfer a record from one owner to another owner, right? In real time, yes, we use this. You can transfer accounts, right? You can transfer accounts. In the accounts, you have, right? You can transfer contact, right? You can transfer invoices, leads, see, quotation, you can transfer, right? Where is the opportunity? It is in the account itself. In the account, right here it is, transfer open opportunity. Transfer open opportunity not owned by the existing user. So I'm transferring the account, but the opportunity was created by Sachin. I'm transferring an account from Rupam to Rahul. Account was created by Rupam, but on that an opportunity was created by Sachin. Now you're transferring that account to Rahul. What should happen to the opportunity? I want this opportunity also to be transferred to Rahul. Check this box. What about the closed one? Right? Opportunity which are closed. Right? No, I don't want to transfer. Cases. Same. Rupam created the account. I'm transferring it to Rahul. On that, Sachin created a case. Do you want to transfer that case ownership also from Sachin to Rahul? If yes, check this box. Give a condition, click find, and then click on the name and transfer. Automatically system will transfer. From one person to another person, whenever you want to transfer a record, we use this mass transfers. Mass approval, mass transfer are mostly used in real time for admin. Those who are in a support project, you will get a ticket every now and then. Every day you will get a weekly, at least once or twice you'll get minimum. Right? Everyone understood? Next, mass
Yes.
update
Yeah,
of
Rupam,
address.
in
Yes.
mass transfer approval, mass transfer approval request, we have created a rule saying that means whatever the requests that are on Rupam's name should be assigned to Rahul, right? Means will
Right.
that be active all the time or only
No,
just
only
for
one
that
time.
particular time?
Only for that time. It's not a rule we created. It's just a one-time scenario. That means you run it. At that time, whatever the approval was there, that will be shown. Right?
Okay. Is there
It is
anything
not.
that we can automate that or
Yeah.
means
Yeah.
every time?
We will see in automation. We will see in
Okay.
automation. Right? We will create a automation rule, right? Saying that if it's assigned to Rupam and Rupam is not actioning within 24 hours of the submission, then it has to be auto assigned to Rahul Dravid. You can do that. All these things you can have a time based. Let's give Rupam 1 day time. If within 1 day Rupam doesn't approve or immediately as soon as submitted, we can write a rule saying that assign it to Rahul Dravid. So you can do anything. All automations we'll see very soon, right? It'll come. Automations. Clear, everyone? Next, mass updates of address. We don't use this mass update of address. There's a one more called as state and country picklist. This one. In real time, we don't use it. Today, when I go to the end user screen, let me go ahead. I'm opening a new tab. I'm going to the second tab. That's the end user screen. Right? I click on app manager. I click on view all. I go to accounts or contact, anything, whichever I find. So I click on account. Right? Today, country is what? Right? Whenever you create a today, whenever you go ahead and create an account or a contact, billing country, what is this? IND. Somebody can write IN. Somebody will write INDIA. Somebody will write Republic of India. Right? Somebody will write Republic of India. Republic of India. Right? It's a text box. In real time, do you think that this text box will sustain? In real time, this shouldn't be. No, whenever you go to any form in real time or any web page you go, this will be a drop down box. This will be a drop down box where you can select the country. If you select country India, then immediately I should get the state also as drop down because they are fixed. We are fixed. They are fixed. Okay, right? So in real time, these are not text field. For example, I can write Telangana. Suppose somebody doesn't know Telangana. T-A-L-E-N. He will put like this. T-A-L-E-N-G-A-N-A. See, somebody will put Telangana state. T-S. Right? Somebody will put multiple spelling. It's a typo error can be there. Right? So in real time, we don't put this field as a text box. We put it as a drop down where you can select, because TS will TS, it will never change. If a new state is created, we will add it to that list. But however, there'll be no change on it, right? So I click on cancel here. Now, right, that is the reason we don't use this in the real time. What is that? Mass address of address. What does the mass update of address will do? You can change a country or a state. For example, I'll take country, first country, right? In a country field, somebody has entered A, somebody has entered APJ, somebody has entered Alexander, somebody has entered Aryabhatta, somebody has entered Bangalore, somebody has entered, I don't know, Chennai, somebody has entered Hyderabad. In the country, these are the values have been entered. Somebody has entered India, somebody has entered Jagdish Chandra Bose, somebody has entered, I'm selecting all these, Kolkata, right? Let me see, Ramanujam, right? Anything else? See, there are two India. One India is like this, one India is small and caps. Replace all of them with India. For example, I open, right? Let's say, right, all accounts, because that's a text box. Anybody can enter anything. For example, Jagadish Chandra Bose. What has been entered here? What has been entered here? Let's go and see. See, base, 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 base. Billing city base, country base. What is this? So include base also. Actually, it's a bose, so it became base. Okay, base include. Change all this to India. It's something like a find and replace. All these and click next. System will show you these many changes it will make. Right, in the billing city 7, in the shipping country 5, in the mailing country 1. I'll say replace. Done. That's a replace. Done. I will say done. I will say done. I will say done. Right? Done. Next time when you come and refresh, you see that billing country is base. Now I come and I refresh this. I refresh this. What I get? Now you see that India. It got replaced with India. Earlier it was showing base. Now we have base is India. Right? This is find and replace. So you can see that find and replace. In real time, we don't use, because in real time, this will not be a text field. This will be a drop down field. In the customization, we'll learn. Now we are in the configuration class. We are configuring the things. Once we go to the customization class, we will remove this field to change it as what? As a drop down, as a list box. Out of box, it's a text box. Anybody can enter anything. Anybody can enter anything. If anybody can enter anything, in that case, you need mass update of address, where you can go ahead and update only country and state. You cannot update, cannot update street, zip code. No, I cannot. Right? So that is the reason I told you in the real time we don't use it. Now, same way you can do state and province. For which country? For India. Click next. For India, find, see, somebody has entered in the state also. These all replace with what? Telangana state or whatever it is. Chennai. to Tamil Nadu. I will say replace all Chennai with Tamil Nadu. Like this, you can do it. Mass update, real time, not used. Next, picklist settings. Just a checkbox. Disable editing of picklist API names. If you check it through program, nobody can change the picklist name of the picklist. I'll say save. In real time, we don't check it, right? If required in a programming, sometime we might require in a programming to change the list. Picklist name, it's just a checkbox, that's it. Next, right? Next, schema settings. We will talk about it later when we come. Now, currently, we don't know what is a schema settings. So let's leave it. We don't know what is a custom. These are all programming. When we'll come to SOSL, SOQL, when we'll come to custom metadata, custom settings, it comes in triggers. Then we will see. This is, I'm ignoring it at this moment. Schema setting. Next, cluster agent. What is a cluster agent? Whenever you want to do a data protection, whenever you want, right? Whenever you want a data of Salesforce to be externally available, right? You can see that. I will go to the cluster agent, right? Cluster agent lets you safely connect Salesforce to an external data stored on premises. So suppose you want to store a data in your environment, Salesforce data. You can use cluster agent, cluster, secure agent cluster or secure agent. It requires a third-party software, right? It requires a third-party software there. For example, I create a secure agent. Secure agent user, right? Who's that? In real time, we take the person who has an admin privilege. Whoever has an admin privilege, we take them. We take them as, right? We take them as secure agent user. Something like, right? In real time, there will be a lot of users will be there. A lot of users will be there, like which are not real original users, right? Integration users. For example, when you go to the users, I'm opening in a right click, opening in another tab. Do you see something called as user integration? User integration. Wait, it's coming up. See, user integration, user integration, user security, user integration, user security, right? These are they physical user? No, they are virtual user. They are the users which will be used by system for any integration. Whenever there's integration running, the data has to come inside Salesforce. On whose name the data has to come? It has to come with the user integration name. User integration name, right? All the security rules are getting deployed. On whose name those security rules has to run? Under user security. Under user security, they has to run, right? Under user security. Similarly, I want to connect my database to an external source of data. On whose name? The name of that user is secure agent user. And currently I'm right connecting this to right Rupam Chakravarti. I click on save. Done. Step 1 is done. Now you require a secure agent plug. This is another software that you have to buy. Is that secure agent plugin? It'll ask you, right? Microsoft, where do you want to connect? You want to connect to SharePoint? You want to connect to remote connection server? You want to connect to some other place? Whatever it is there, you have to install that particular software. I want to connect to SharePoint. I will say SALES SFDC to SharePoint. To SharePoint. Microsoft SharePoint. Microsoft SharePoint. Right? Connected? No, obviously. Right? I just created it. I want to connect to SharePoint. Right? All this configuration are done here in the next step called as secure agent cluster. Secure agent is the place where you define the access. Rupam, the user is secure agent user. Now I will go to the agent cluster, right? We don't do in a real time. You just remember the steps, that's it, right? So here it is. Then I will say label, right? SFDC to SharePoint. You should have a SharePoint link also, guys, right? To SharePoint, to SharePoint, to SharePoint. See, this is the agent you remember I created in step 1 below. I click on save. Then system will ask me, right? You see that my is red status, service disruption. Because here when I click on this one, edit, right? Here, right? While I create, for example, I create a new secure agent, right? If I select Microsoft, right? So it'll ask for a link. I need to give a link there. It's already done. Why it's going there? Okay, right? Secure agent. Here, while I create a secure agent, it'll ask you Microsoft SharePoint, right? Through a programmatically, I have to give a link. Which Microsoft SharePoint you want to connect? Once connected, you have to use a cluster, and here you will be able to see whether the connection is succeeded or failure. It will show you the status. Service available, it should be green. Now see, my status is red. Why? Because there is no such Microsoft SharePoint available. I need to have a SharePoint server. I need to host a server. A lot of things are there. And all the data from here will be passed to the SharePoint server. We can store in the SharePoint server. If you want to store a data in a database, your SQL or Oracle, then we use another agent called as DBAMP. 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 We use this DBAMP. I showed you last time also. Whenever you want to dump a data from a Salesforce cloud database to your local office server. In my office, Hyderabad office, I have a server. I want to dump the data, or from here I want to load the data. See, local backups, integration, anything, but it will cost you $1,625 per user per year. This much it will cost you, so that you can connect. Otherwise, you have to write your own API program, own integration program. You don't want to pay this much, then yes, you can go ahead and you can have a separate integration program. Right, with this integration program, you can go ahead and you can transfer the data. You can go ahead and you can transfer the data. Right? You can do this. In
So
real
Mr.
time, tell me.
So basically the this integration allows you to transfer, I mean, different all the data, I mean, accounts, opportunity,
Yeah,
lead,
everything.
everything.
Complete backup.
Complete backup.
Backup. Yes, full backup.
Okay.
Complete backup can be transferred.
A
Right?
gateway, right, sir?
Sorry?
This is like a gateway.
Like a gateway. Yes, it's something like intermediate gateway we are setting here. Which user will, on which username this will run.
Okay,
Right?
so sir, in case of connecting with Oracle database, we need
Another
drivers, all
software,
the things. Okay, another
DBAMP.
application.
You need another app called as DBAMP. Here it is. To SQL server, to Oracle server, right? So here you need another third-party integration software. It will be installed. There it'll ask you, where is the server? What is the TNS name of the server? What is the TNS ID? TNS, right? What is the Aura TNS, Aura ID, Aura address? It'll ask you a lot of Aura details, and you'll configure that here. All the Aura TNS you'll configure here in this tool, and through this secure agent it will run. This agent will be the user through whose name this all will run.
So in real time, they are using DBMP only, sir, or anything
DBAMP only
else?
they're using. DBAMP.
Okay.
The same user you can set up in DBAMP also. You need not to set up this cluster agent here. You using a DBAMP. We use DBAMP in the real time. In the DBAMP only you can set a user, right? And you can run. You don't need to. These secure agents are mostly useful for SharePoint connection. Whenever you want to pass the data to the SharePoint or any custom URLs, right? Then we use it. But otherwise, if a complete backup and everything, you can do it from, right? We do it from DBAMP. Clear? Similarly, state and country pick list, right? We don't do it in the real time, so ignore it, right? State, country, mass update of address, they will not ask you in the interview because these are not used in the real time at all. In real time, we don't use countries and state as a text box. We use them as a pick list, which we'll be customizing. If you customize it, then we don't need this too. The last one is called storage usage. Storage usage talks about storage usage. Storage usage shows you how much data you have consumed total. You can say that total for this development org 5 MB is allowed. I have used 604. Total file storage 20 MB. Out of that, I have used 1.1 MB. Total big object storage, any big object, we'll create a big object. What is a big object? We'll see, right? When we come to the customization class. In each account, in each account, contact, campaign, you can see that these are the number of records we have, right? Number of records we have, 14 records. How much space you're consuming? Complete space details by user, by file. Who is consuming most of your Salesforce space in an organization? You can see here. Storage. Now, only thing that I have left is called big object, which will come when we come to the customization class. Otherwise, we have discussed almost everything here. By this, now you should be able to take a backup, at least with the help of a data loader. You should be able to download all the accounts, all the contacts, at least the core objects you can download. At least the core objects you can download, right? You can go ahead and you can use a data loader and you can download them as a CSV or all the data loader tool. You can start taking backup, local backup in a CSV file. You can start keeping rather than in a database, right? You can do that. If you want a database backup, then DBAMP, right? You know how to upload a data, how to manage a data, how to delete a data, how to transfer a data. See, anything related to the data in the organization, now you know what to do. You know what to do. Monthly, you can take a backup, export all, or use data export and check here. Next time when you come, schedule, go ahead, check this, saying that include all data. Everything in the Salesforce will be exported out. You can create a local copy so that you don't lose the data. So by data management, you know how to take a backup and you can complete everything, right? That's cool.
What exactly mean by pick list? Means is that a group of objects or contacts? Means
no, this is a pick list. No, this is a pick list. What is this?
Okay.
This is a pick list. I can pick only one. This is a pick list. I can pick only one, right? This is what I was talking about. State, country, right? The way you say preferred timing, rather than me typing, you have to pick the timing, standard values, right? Standard values are called pick list, right? Any other questions?
Rupam, I
Tell
have
me.
a question. Suppose we perform continuously like 5 to 6 actions and forgot somewhere like what we did in the previous action. So can
Sorry,
we
once
see the
again, I
log?
didn't understand. Can you repeat that again?
Suppose we have discussed a lot of things now. I perform some mass deletes or updates or routing the from one user to another user, whatever accounts and all. So I have performed like 5 to 6 actions, one by one. So I forgot somewhere like what I did in the previous transaction. So can I
All
see
these
the
are
log?
all these are been tracked. All these are being tracked under settings, under security. Here it is under security. When you expand it, you have the last option called as view setup audit trial. Here, everything, see, added secure agent. Today I did it, right? Created a secured agent, right? Used mask delete transfer utility, use mask delete, use this, right? Contact duplicate rule Hyderabad was changed from order 2 to 1. Who changed the order from 1 to 2? Last week, Friday, I was doing it. Everything is available here in a place called as view setup audit trial. At an organization level, who is importing, who is doing what, who is changing name, who has changed this, who created it, who deleted it, what activity have you performed at the server level? Whatever you do in the setup, it is impacting everyone. It is a server, right? All these will be seen here. Yes, got it. Here called as view setup audit trial under security. Under security, you have view setup audit trial. So whatever the action that you're performing will be recorded there. Can I delete it? No. How many records will be stored? Last 6 months. System will store last 6 months because every day you'll be doing something other, right? So it will store last 6 months. Enough. Right? If you want, you can take a backup. You have an option here. Download your data. Click on download. It will download the last 6 months, right? Audit report. Give a date, save it in your drive so that you keep a constant backup of this, who is doing what in the, so in real time. Yes, admin also has to perform this.
And can we see only our user is ours, or we can see other users also?
Others, everyone. Here, everyone will be there. Currently, there is only one. Even you can see that Salesforce is making a change. That is also there. Maximum number of streaming topic. They did something. It came here. Salesforce incorporation. So anything that impacts your server will be always here.
If we are deleting the recycle bin also, it will be downloaded.
If you say export all, it will be downloaded from the recycle bin, which I have already showed you in the data.
Okay. But
right? Any other questions? Everybody clear what's happening here? So
Yes.
by now, you should have a data management ready. Data, all the data related activities you should be able to perform as an admin. Whatever comes in the real time, data upload, data change, data transfer, right? Data backup, right? Everything you can do it, right? With this in the real time, all the data tuning, data management. Data tuning is nothing but removing all the junk. So export the data, check, read the data, write a statement wherever the email is not there, phone is not there, right? And go to the business, tell the business that I see that there are 600 records without name, without name is there, phone is not there, email is not there, and there is no activity for last 6 months. Do you want to keep such record? What is the fun when there is no email? You can't contact the customer. This is occupying space as well as decreasing the efficiency. Can we go ahead and delete? Business says, okay, delete. So you will find the ID, you will get the ID of those and you will delete it. This is the way you will keep your database, right, updated, in the sense no junk data, right? Duplicate rule is running. It will find out duplicate. It will avoid people to create junk. So complete data administration that you need in the real time for the Salesforce is now been covered here, right? That's good. Now, do you want me to start the next topic? Email management today. It will be half then, because the first topic that I'm going to take will be half today and half tomorrow, if you are okay with it. Otherwise, if you say that no, we'll start tomorrow in a single day, we will see complete end to end of the topic, then it's fine. Otherwise, right, we might forget what we did today, and then tomorrow, because half I'll do today, half I'll do tomorrow, because time is not there. If you want me to start, I can start. Choice is yours. So you decide what to do.
We can do tomorrow at one go, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll recommend that, but it's all your choice. If you say tomorrow, one
Tomorrow
go.
is better.
Okay, tomorrow is better. Tomorrow we will start email management, and these are required in the real time. Remember this very well. Looks to be quite simple. Yes, it's quite simple, but when in the real time you might get some complex data to delete, complex condition. You have to spend good amount of time even in deleting a data. Before deleting, you have to take a backup, because after deleting something goes wrong, right? So all these things you have to perform. That means every delete, every update has to have an export first. You need to have an export first. You need to have an export first, right? You need to have an export first. So this is how it works in the real time, right? So I'll stop here today. Tomorrow we will talk about emails, how to configure email, how to configure communications, right? And everything, right? How to audit an email, how can I see who is doing what in my company, right? How can I create a generic email box? All these setups we'll see tomorrow. Most of them are one-time setups. That means in the project we do it only once, right? If a user comes to you and say that I'm not receiving emails, my emails are not going in, or my emails are not coming from Salesforce, I don't receive any email sent from Salesforce to me, how will you troubleshoot those? We will see in the admin tomorrow, right? So that's it for today. 30 minutes back to you, today's class.
I do have a small doubt. Means
Tell me.
for this integration and security user, will be there any credentials if we want to perform any action, or and can we reset the password of those two users?
Automatic, no, we will not reset, we will not touch that. In the user, integration user, security user, you will not reset the password. If you reset the password, you will be in a problem, right? Everything will start failing. Don't touch the user called as security as well as integration.
So there will
If
be
you
a
want,
credentials for those two users, like a password.
yes. Actually, no, we don't have it, right?
Means it's just a username. In
Just a
case if you want
username
to
created.
okay.
It's just a username, right? Don't disturb that user in single word.
Okay.
Right? Don't
In case
change the.
like if we are performing any integration action, we just need to
We use
provide the
that. We
username.
just need the username. That's it. System will take the password from there.
Okay.
Right? So
And then audit trail will have the detail of which
yeah.
admin. Oh, yeah.
Obviously, that's the whole purpose. Who has set up that? Who have used that? All these things will be there in the audit trail.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Rupam, I have one doubt.
Yes. Tell me.
While creating a user, we selected a profile and license. We have seen those are important to
Right.
perform any actions against for that user. What is the importance of a role? We have seen how to create the a role and everything, but what is the exact importance over there?
Your importance of role or importance of profile?
Role.
Role are used to create a queue. Roles are used to create a queue. Roles are used, right, for various actions. For example, approval process. I'll create approval process and I want to pass it to manager or director Hyderabad. Rather than giving username there called Rupam, tomorrow Rupam resigns, then who the approval will go? We will not go by the user, we will go by the role. Anybody who is director Hyderabad can approve it. Anybody who is, so now you need a role. So roles are mostly need for approval metrics, right? Where you want a file approval, right? Approvals, it are used for creating a queue, team, right? Queues is a place where you can transfer a work. There you require a role and a subordinate. Roles have use, mostly used in approval process. Clear?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Any other doubts? Any questions?
Sir, you have uploaded a same video, 14th video again.
I didn't got it.
In Drive, you have uploaded a 14th video, like 15, duplicate management.
Oh, 14th video. Okay. Friday's video. What was the Friday's class we did?
Duplicate management.
Duplicate management.
Okay. So what's the problem then? I didn't understood.
We uploaded a previous class video.
Okay. Stop the recording.